What was your first reaction?
This is me. This is genuinely how I act. This is how I am.
Did knowing your strength increase your self-confidence?
I feel like it gave me more clarity of who I am as a person.
Knowing your strength boosted my self-confidence.
Now I'm clear with what I am good at. And if I want to work upon it, I can work upon it very well.
So did it change the career conversation that you used to have at home?
I knew what I was going to pursue before this too, but I feel like I didn't have that clarity.
Now I'm certain that if I want to do something like this, I'd be really good at it.
I have those type of strengths that will actually be applied really nicely in that career.
After knowing your strengths, talking to your parents, what was their reaction?
We told you. We definitely told you. That's exactly who you are.
So parents know everything.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Top of the Game podcast. I'm Abhishek and today's episode is truly special. We are joined today by some of the bright young minds from Lotus Valley International School, which is located in Sector 126, Noida. These students have recently experienced and studied the strength psychology process under our team's guidance. During this time, they discovered their top 5 Clifton strengths, explored different areas of their life through the lenses of strengths, and they are here to inspire others and discuss about their journey and how they are ready to face the world and challenges by using the lenses of strengths. So I welcome you all.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you so much.
So why don't you tell me about yourself and what are you studying right now?
I am Aayshee. I'm an 11th grade student. I took humanities and I also took psychology in that.
I am Aanya. I'm studying in grade 11th and I took humanities with entrepreneurship and psychology.
Great.
I'm Neelam. I'm in 11th grade and I took humanities with psychology and legal studies.
What were your confusions, some doubts, uncertainties in your mind before understanding about your strength? I just want to understand from you as a student, what were some of the confusions and doubts you had in your mind?
I think there was a lack of awareness. I think it was something that hadn't been explored before. Now that it has, it really helps people a lot.
Right.
Yes, about strength psychology and your strengths, we've been already knowing about our strengths, but getting to come here and knowing about strength psychology, we've discovered our strengths in a clearer image now, and we know that what we can work on and what we can not work on.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like before I knew my strengths, I was really how do I say this? I was very confused about where should I take my career.
Right.
It was very confusing because there are so many options.
Right.
And it gets a bit hectic with all these options and so much to explore and so much to learn.
Right.
But I feel like with this, I feel certain in my decision to take law.
Right. So what are your top 5 strengths? Let's know about your top 5 strengths so anyone can start.
My top 5 strengths are positivity, communication, consistency, and empathy.
Right.
My top 5 strengths are empathy, adaptability, relatability, developer, and analytical.
My top 5 strengths are harmony, individualization, developer, positivity, and I think that's it.
Yeah, sure. So what was your first reaction
Yes.
when after going through the process you discovered your top 5 strengths? So what was your first reaction?
Okay, I see it. I mean, this is me. This is genuinely how I act. This is how I am. And it was there in front of me in plain sight. I just never looked into it that well.
Right.
Yeah, I moreover had the same reaction because I knew that I have these strengths. I just had a really weird reaction through one strength. And but yeah, I had moreover the same reaction.
Yeah, I felt validated. I think.
Yes.
I felt validated about myself and how I was acting with people and how I interacted with people.
Right. So did any strength surprise you when you looked at your top 5 strengths, or it did not surprise you? It was like pretty much
I think one of my strengths that surprised me, that was consistency, because I think I have it a little bit in me, but yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I have positivity, which really surprised me because I'm always told that I'm such a pessimistic person
Yeah.
and that I'm not positive at all. So it really shocked me that I got positivity.
Right. How about you?
I wasn't exactly surprised, but it finally struck me.
Great. So after discovering your strengths, reading your report, I'm sure you might have got a chance to discuss it with your parents. So what
Yes.
was their reaction when they got to know about your top 5 strengths?
They said, we told you. We definitely told you. That's exactly who you are.
How about you?
I think the 4 strengths my parents did relate because I was that, but my parents only had debate in themselves, because my father was like, no, you only have one strength, and my mother was like, you all have all those 4 strengths. But we came to moreover the same page that yeah, I am that same person.
Right.
Yes.
It was the same ki, you're this, like I told you you were going to get this only. You got what I told you.
So parents know everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Excellent. So did knowing your strength increase your self-confidence? If yes, how?
I think it somewhat did. And that because now I'm clear with what I am good at.
Hmm.
And if I want to work upon it, I can work upon it very well.
Right.
And it boosts my confidence really well.
Yeah, I think knowing your strengths really boosted my self-confidence because I have communication as a strength, and when my parents say I'm talkative, now I can say with confidence that it is my strength.
Hmm.
So yeah, it moreover boosted morality, and also now like I can relate on it. Yeah.
I feel like it gave me more clarity of who I am as a person
Mm.
and how well I can do in some fields and how well I can perform.
So did it change the career conversation that you used to have at home? And now, after knowing your strengths, talking to your parents, you yourself understanding it in detail, do you see a positive change in the career conversation that you have with your parents?
Absolutely. I think if there was any misunderstanding between us, it's clear. And for choosing my career path in future, it's very clear as well. And we've all come to a conclusion, okay, this is what you're good at, this is what you can pursue, and you can do very, very, very well in it.
Right.
Yeah, before knowing my strengths and career clarity, what strengths actually relate to it, my family and I was really confused at what would I do that actually suits my personality. Now knowing it, we've come to more of a like a same line that yeah, I will do this, and we have that clarity now.
I knew what I was going to pursue before this too, but I feel like I didn't have that clarity, that sureness that I should pursue this because I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I feel like now that I know my strengths and know what I'm good at, I feel more clarity and more sure of my choice.
So you also answered one question, and I asked you this question while you were working with us, and that question was that why in society people still don't talk about strength that much as they talk about areas of improvement and fixing their weaknesses. So I would
Yeah.
like to. So I have a perspective as a strength science practitioner. I've been doing it day in day out, but as individuals who got to know about it maybe a week before from now. So what is your view? Why we don't talk about strength as much as we talk about areas of improvement in society, in general conversation, when we look at ourselves? What is your view? I'm curious to know about your view.
I think there is a lot of lack of awareness, and definitely our system is built that way over time that we're so stuck upon telling someone, okay, you're not good at this. Okay, sure, you're good at this,
Right.
but you're not good at this, so work upon that.
Right.
We don't tell, okay, you're really good at this, you can still do better,
Right.
and you can manage the rest of it.
Right.
And now that people are slowly getting aware, it is really changing the whole system of the educational sector.
Right. Great.
Yeah, I think I can relate with your question that especially in India, people, our community is built that way. As Aayshee told, people do not really look what good at you are.
Yeah.
They will actually look that what bad you are at, and then start pointing out
Yeah.
that. So like especially in India, that is very important, that people will not appreciate what you're good at.
Right.
They will start pointing out your weaknesses and start making you demotivate about that.
Right.
Mhm.
I think because it's about the lack of awareness.
Yeah.
People do not know that what is strength
Right.
psychology. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like our society is made in such a way that it's always focusing on fixing things rather than uh, improving things that are already better.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like strengths really do help us gain motivation and help us become more motivated to work.
Right.
Yeah, if we do not
Absolutely.
know our strengths, if we only know our weaknesses, we'll not be motivated to work.
Yeah.
We'll just be in a slump.
Very nice. Yeah. So now let's link the career choices that you made
Yes.
and with your strengths. So maybe you can talk about, in case you want to, that how your career choices are pretty much aligned to your strength, and what difference it makes to you as an individual, aligning your career choices with strengths versus when you have career choices made but without understanding about strengths. How will it
Yeah.
differentiate?
I took humanities, right? So I was choosing somewhere doing something like as a social worker or something that involved economics and mathematics.
Right.
I have analytical as a strength, and I think mathematics and economics really fits well with the analytical strength.
Yeah.
And as for my other strengths like empathy and relator, it really helps in communicating with people a
Yeah.
lot when you understand what they're going through in their point of view.
Right.
So as a social worker, it would help me too. So now I'm certain that if I want to do something like this, I'd be really good at it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think career choices, before knowing my strengths, I wanted to pursue entrepreneurship as a career choice. Now getting to know my strengths, one of my strengths is communication. So I think I now will be going for mass communication because that really fits me, how I can work with people
Right.
and I can apply my strength there.
Yeah.
Because I have those type of strengths that will actually be applied really nicely in that career.
And you will enjoy it.
Yes, I will enjoy and not get demotivated. Yeah.
How about you, Neelam?
I am pursuing law. I feel like my strengths, context, and individualization will help me in pursuing law because context will help me learn from the past
Yeah.
and relate it with the present and focus on that. And individualization will help me give advice based on the person
Yeah.
and personalize my interactions with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So let me invite you to share one of your favorite strengths out of top 5, and maybe you can talk about it and share how you use it,
Okay.
how it has helped you.
So I think my favorite strength would be empathy or related maybe, because I'm not that much of a talkative person. I don't talk to people that much, but whomever I talk to, I think I really understand what they're going through and they're able to share things with me,
Yeah.
which makes me very comfortable. I can share things with them too then.
Right.
There's a bond that is created, there's a trust factor that is created. I think that's very important in all sorts of relationships.
Right.
So I think that's the best part about having those strengths.
I think one of my favorite strengths would be positivity because I think I've always had positivity in me. Whenever I go, people are very happy with me and I spread positive radiations. I talk to them. And even in serious situations, I always laugh and I'm always very happy. So I think that's one of my favorite strengths. Yeah.
I think my favorite strength would be individualization because I use it a lot in giving my friends nicknames, and just personalizing my interactions makes me very happy
Right.
because I feel like I have a different bond with every person and every person is so unique, so I can personalize myself in what way they're unique.
Right. Absolutely. I'm really happy that you're talking the language of strength with so much of
Yeah.
clarity. So we talked about strengths, right?
Yes.
Often people ask me this question, and there is also a misconception that we don't talk about weaknesses, but
Yeah.
we do talk
Right.
about weaknesses.
Yes, we do
Right.
talk about
Now, after going through strength psychology, after understanding strength psychology, strength science in detail, what is your view about how weaknesses should be dealt with?
They should be managed around. Sure, you can work upon them a little,
Yeah.
but just enough to be able to do something right and not end up doing wrong.
Nice.
I think knowing your strengths, we can really work on weaknesses. That what we should do is that, with strengths, we could just see that where are we lacking in our weaknesses,
Right.
and we can start building them,
Yeah.
and we can use our strengths to make weaknesses better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like we should manage our weaknesses and focus on our strengths more,
Right.
because managing weaknesses is better.
Yeah.
We know that we're not good at them.
Right.
So we should just manage them at a base level and
Yes.
focus on improving our strengths.
Yeah. So the goal is that how can we maximize what we have
Yes.
and just focus on managing what we don't have.
Correct.
Instead of the traditional way where we are always asked to convert our weaknesses
Yes.
into strengths.
Especially
And
in India.
that's not going to happen,
Yeah.
and that's absolutely impossible. You all agree with this?
Yeah.
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 we
You
agree.
tried
Yeah.
fixing your weaknesses earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an
Yes.
example where you tried and you did not get success.
I feel like I tried fixing my fear of public interaction,
Yeah.
but I feel like I cannot fix it. It's a thing that is
Yeah.
inbuilt in me.
Yeah.
I cannot fix something that is there that is like my weakness. I
Right.
feel like. So I feel like I've grown in that. I'm more confident in myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you
Because-
tackling this fear of public speaking using your strengths now?
I feel like I'm more confident. I
Yeah.
feel like confidence was the thing that I was lacking before.
Right.
Knowing my strengths, I feel more confident in interacting with
Yeah.
people, because
Yeah.
I know that I'm good at
Yes.
interacting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your way of
Yeah.
dealing with people, coming into public speaking,
Yeah.
your own way, not like
Yeah.
copying anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about you?
I had fear of a little stage fear. Moreover, I have really surprising strengths, but I had a little bit of stage fear because due to COVID and all those problems. But now getting to know my strengths, that I have these strengths which can actually, like, I have communication and positivity, so they can actually help me
Mm.
to talk to people and remove my stage fear.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm really sorry I'm interrupting you, but can you repeat your
Yeah,
question?
sure. So my question is that can you share an example where you tried fixing a weakness, but you could not do in past,
Mhm.
but now you don't feel like the need of fixing that weakness because you've
Right.
come up with an understanding that you can focus on strength and get more.
Right. I think one thing that I used to do was plan everything.
Right.
I used to plan my day. I used to plan all the steps of be it anything,
Yeah.
anything that I'm doing, even the smallest thing. I used to plan it out, but it just never happened. Any step, it just never happened. And now that I've understood that I have a strength called analytical, I can just go with the flow. If there's a situation that comes to me, all of a sudden, I can still be calm, understand it, and choose the best option that would help me. I think I don't need to work upon planning my day anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what happens, when people who know each other's strengths start working with each other? How does it make
I think
things easy?
we did an activity when we were doing the internship. Now we know each other's strengths. So working with people, like if I need a help in analytical, I would go to Aayshee because I know she has this strength.
Yeah.
And if I need to know about a person, I would go to Neelam because she has individualization. So knowing about people's strength and working in a team together actually makes connection really strong, first
Right.
of all, and it will really make the work easier.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you, Neelam?
Yeah. I feel like delegating work is easier.
Mm.
Correct.
Delegating work based on a person's strengths is easier than delegating work in a normal sense where you don't know each other's
Yeah.
strengths and you're kind of clueless to what a person can do.
Right.
Because we were thrown in a team where we did not know each other that well. I feel like our strengths helped a lot in
Yeah.
delegating work.
Now you have a better understanding of
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
I think usually when people aren't aware of what others are good at, there's a lot of misunderstanding. There can be fights, miscommunication. Now that we knew each other's strengths, I think it was easier to interact with each other to find out, okay, if Neelam is good at this, let Neelam handle it.
Yeah.
If Anya is good at this,
Yeah.
let Anya handle it.
Right.
If I'm good at this, okay, I'll handle this.
Right.
So there's less miscommunication. It's easier to do things.
And what is the outcome of lesser miscommunication?
It's done quicker. All the work is done quicker.
Very
Yeah.
nice. What else?
I
And
think
we're happier
yeah.
to work. We're more motivated.
Totally.
Yeah, and I think it really makes for us and for the people around us to be really efficiently doing the work, because
Mhm.
now as a team we know that strengths are together tied up.
Hmm.
So we know that we will do this perfectly. Yeah, we'll handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
So where else in your life would you like to apply understanding of strengths other than career clarity or making your career path, which you have already done very nicely using
Yes.
strengths? Where else do you think you will apply it?
I think in school,
How?
I think I would, after knowing about strength psychology, I think I would like to enlighten my dear fellows school people, because a lot of people in our grade do not know about strength psychology.
Right.
Mhm.
And they are not knowing about your strengths, they're actually hindering their abilities,
Right.
Yeah.
and they're going on a very bad path.
Very nice.
So I think I would like to enlighten them that you should know what is your strength.
I think it really helps in fixing relations if there's any problem.
Correct.
There's less misunderstanding. There's
Yes.
a lot of clarity, be it any sort of relation, parents or children, teachers or students, friends between them. It really does help a lot.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I feel like it helps in public interactions a lot. It gives you that confidence, that clarity that you know who you are.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
people should take this strength psychology seriously,
Yeah.
because it really does
True.
help you gain more confidence.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. All right. So we now move to the next segment, and this segment is known as rapid fire segment, and in which I will ask few questions to each one of you, and you'll have to quickly respond to those questions. To you, Neelam, my first question. Tell me one strength that you would like your best friend to have.
I feel like I would like my best friend to have positivity.
Positivity.
Yeah. I feel like my best friend is pretty pessimistic, but I feel like we share that. Yeah.
Great. So now my next question to you.
Yes.
Strengths or grades? What matters more?
I think strengths would matter to me. Grades are just non-existent for me. Strengths, if strengths are very important, because grades will not help me to know about myself.
Right.
Strength will help me to know about myself. Yeah.
I think both strengths and grades have different contexts in which they're good. Strengths
Correct.
to know about myself, to be able to interact with other people, to fit into the world. It's really very important, and
Yeah.
grades don't matter. And if in case you want to settle in the world, right, like the normal life that people have a job, have enough money, then grades matter, because everything is just exams. You give an exam, you get good grades, then you have something.
Right.
Otherwise, you're
Yeah,
stuck.
grades do matter, but I
But
think
only in very little context.
little context. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I feel like grades matter, but they're just numbers on a paper. They cannot decide how good I am at something.
Correct.
I feel
Right.
like strengths help me understand myself better and understand how
Yes.
I interact with people better.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. So one thing that you really do well without trying.
One of my strengths, empathy. I'm very thoughtful towards what people might feel. I think, okay, I don't want to do something bad to them. I really want to help them. Even if I
Yeah.
need more help than them, I would still be like, okay, I'll help you as much as I can. If my hands are bound, I'm really sorry I can't help you. But as much as I can, I will, no matter what.
I think one of my strengths, which I can relate to, is positivity. Whenever a person is sad or something, I just start to do silly things to make them happy. I think I really have it in me. I think I can just, if somebody says that, I'll give you money to do this, I think I'll just do positivity and I'll earn money to that.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like individualization is a strength that I really relate to.
Yeah.
Do without even trying.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
even trying. I'm just, I give people nicknames that are too specific that they don't even know that they have.
Yeah.
They get really surprised by the nicknames I give them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Great. So can you discover your dream career by knowing your strengths?
Yeah, I feel like knowing your strengths gives you that clarity about what you're good at. So you'll go towards that career that you feel like you will be most happy in and most fulfilled in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take?
I think I absolutely agree with Neelam. Knowing your strengths would actually take to your dream career. Like now I know my strengths. So now I would be pursuing mass communication in my future. So you know your strengths. Now there's an absolute clarity for your dream career. Yeah.
Exactly. I think I agree with both of them. Usually, when you're not aware, you choose to do something that you're really not good at, and you keep forcing yourself to be good at that.
Yes.
And now that you know your
Correct.
strengths, your dream is more clear, and you know you'll be happy in your dream, and you know you can do it.
Strength that you would like to use more often.
I think that was one of my raw strengths. That is consistency. I would really like to use, I think my dad will relate with this, that I would really like to use consistency in daily life because I'm very lazy.
Yeah.
I really cannot sit at a place and study for a long time. So
Right.
consistency would be one strength that I need to use regularly.
And
Yeah.
it is coming from within, not by any
I think
prescription.
it's coming from within
Yeah.
now.
That's more important.
Yeah.
Sure. So what advice would you like to give to students who do not know about their strengths?
They should really definitely explore what strength psychology is, and they should definitely work upon them, because it's like it's a factor of life that everybody ignores blindly.
Yeah.
Like it's there, but you just like, okay, it's there, fine.
We take it
Let
for
it be.
granted.
We take it for granted, and we're completely oblivious to what it is. We should work upon it, and I feel like if the awareness is at a greater level, if everybody knows about it, the system would really come at par, and things would really be better than what they
Yeah.
are right now.
Yeah. How about you?
I think one advice I would give to my fellow peers that, knowing about your strengths would not just make your lives easier, it's gonna make your teacher lives easier also.
Parents' life also.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Because when a person is knowing about your strengths, you get that discipline in yourself.
Right.
And you start feeling motivated.
Yeah.
Unlike our students, like our friends and our classmates, they don't know about strength psychology. And they are troubling us, they're troubling teachers and parents, so they should know about strength psychology.
And perhaps knowing strength, you can
Yeah.
consciously also start listening
Working
to your
on
parents more.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of the things which your parents might be telling you now, there is a
Correct.
language.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
And there is an alignment, there
Yes.
is something which a shared understanding about you as an individual,
Yes.
which perhaps was not there,
Yeah.
So let's say if students go through this will also be a really, really great help.
It develops your character also.
Yeah. Sure. How about you?
I feel like students should explore the idea of strength science, as it will help them gain clarity, gain confidence in themselves and how they interact with the world, with people, with their parents, with teachers. It helps them in communication because they know what they're good at.
Yeah.
They can interact in a way that makes them feel better about themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. What would you say to those students who think strengths are only for those who work out in the gym?
I think I can relate with that question to a lot of classmates and a lot of people in our school. Strength is not about working in gym. Strength is about knowing yourself.
Yeah.
If you spend 3 hours in gym and make a body that's really not, you're not caring for that.
Yeah.
But moreover, knowing that you have positivity, you have a lot of strengths, that makes you a better person. Nobody's gonna ask that how many biceps you have or how many, how developed you are.
Yeah.
A person will judge you on how you are good, on how you actually have strengths.
Yeah.
I feel like physical strength and all this gym and stuff, it doesn't actually define the
Correct.
certain meaning of strength, the sole meaning of strength. Strength is basically something that you're genuinely very good at naturally.
Yeah.
Exactly. And focusing on building a body or physical strengths is not it's not correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like physical strength is different from strengths that you are born with.
Right.
You know that these are things that are within you.
Right.
You're not
yeah.
artificially making them up. By going to the gym, you're building your strength. You're not born with this strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have successfully cleared the rapid fire round also. Big congratulations to you. Big round of applause for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, before we close this podcast, one last thing that you would like to say, any message that you would like to give?
I feel like people should learn about their strengths and focus on their strengths instead of their weaknesses, because people get so depressed by focusing on their weaknesses and not focusing on their strengths.
Yeah.
And there's a big mental health crisis going on in India. I feel like strengths would help with that.
Yeah. I think coming to know about this experience and working with everyone around here, especially ma'am and you, I think I would advise students and my people around me that you should know about your strengths, because it's very important to know about what things you are good at, because that makes you very motivated, not that what makes you bad. Especially in India, it's very a big topic that focus on your weaknesses. I think strength psychology should be there in schools. I told ma'am also that we should have a strength counselor in our school that could help the students know about their strengths and identifying how
Right.
good they are.
Right.
Yeah.
What is not right with you, the world is here to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Exactly what both of them said. There's lack of awareness, and there should be a lot of awareness. People should
Yeah.
actually start doing strength psychology. They should know more about themselves. It really helps, and it's not something that is age defined.
Right.
Parents
Yeah.
can do it, teachers can do it, children can do it, everybody can do it,
Right.
right? And it would really help clearing a path of life for everyone, and especially at a younger age. When students do it at a very younger age, it would clarify everything around them.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. Thank you for your time, and I wish
Yes.
you all the best. Ladies
you,
and
sir.
gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed watching this podcast. I invite you, students, educators, and parents, to pause for a moment. For too long, our systems have trained us to fix what's wrong with students instead of amplifying what's right. We have become so focused on filling gaps that we have forgotten to ask, what makes this child exceptional? What makes them come alive? These students today have not just learned about their strengths, they have learned how to name them, claim them, and aim them whenever they need it. And that changes everything. To every parent listening to this podcast, your child is not a problem to be solved, they are a possibility to be unfolded. And to every student, your journey of discovering your strength is not the end. It is the beginning of a life lived in alignment with who you truly are. Let's dare to reimagine education. Let's create classrooms that celebrate strengths, homes that nurture individuality, and society that says you are enough, just as you are. And even more when you know who you are. Until next time, keep discovering, keep becoming, and remember, greatness is not taught, it is uncovered through strengths.